Hi, welcome to my channel VirusK247. My name is Henry Waters, and if this is your first time in this channel, you haven't subscribed, do so by hitting that red subscribe button. So now when I release new videos, you'll be the first to see it, okay? And also, if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching my video and thanks for supporting me in this channel. Alright, okay, in today's tutorial topic is Paystack split payment integration in order to accept payment on your website. Okay, this deals with receiving payment in two different account details. All right, so stick with me to the end of this videos. You'll be sure to learn a new thing. All right, so let's get to it right away. All right, before I start the tutorial proper, I'll be showing you my starter files just like I always do. This is my database folder where I have my database connection, my image. This is the product that will be bought from the website, then my index.php and also my webhook URL. This is where I'll be receiving events sent from Paystack server. Okay, all right, so I'm going to head over to paystack.com, their document, their split payments, and this is the instruction needed to be done in order to carry out this payment. All right, so first thing we're going to do is to create a sub account, then initialize the payment. All right, so you can create a sub account using the Paystack Dashboard. All right, so when you go over to this dashboard here, you can be able to do that here when you click on, first of all, when you click on sub account, when you log in, okay, in your account, then click on sub accounts, choose the currency, bank, and all that. Fill out this field. It's very simple. All right, but for the course of the tutorial, we're doing that with the Subaccounts API. All right, it's also advisable to do that here because Paystack will likely to validate it to make sure that you are adding the right account details. All right, so we're going to be making use of the Subaccounts API. All right, so I'm going to copy this. All right, copy that. This is my code right here. Okay, this is the script I have for my database connection. Okay, with database name of what, Paystack_payments. All right, so when we head over to our index.php, here I just added my database connection. So I'm going to paste the code I copied from Paystack right now. All right, so as you can see here, this is the code we have here. But before then, I'm going to create the sub account in order to get the sub account code. So to do that, I'm going to add some code right here in order to run this code. If is set, then PHP global post variable pay. Okay, then I'm going to put the closing curly bracket here. All right, so what this basically means, if this button is being pressed, having an index name of what, pay, which I passed there. All right, then the rest of this code will run. But before then, in this form, you need to add your email address, all right, which is this. So I will just show you how it looks like. Okay, this is my index.php. So you need to add your email address there. So for that, I'm going to just define a variable of what, email, then my SQLI underscore real escape string, passing the database connection variable, then arch underscore post. So the index name for that email is what, email address. All right, so I just defined it, although I don't need this email address yet. So I'm going to be making some changes here. So the business name will be what? This business name means we're going to be adding the account name of the sub account. Okay, so for that I'm going to add my own personal account name, which is what? Comfort and Henry Ujimba. Okay, then the bank code. Okay, this is going to be the CBN code. Okay, you can get yours from here. If you go to this website, okay, and scroll down, any bank that you want, especially if you're in Nigeria, you pick any of these banks. All right, so I'm making use of Access Bank, so I'm going to be using 063. All right, so the account number, you're going to add your account number there. So add your account number. Remember guys, you need to be careful, very careful, if you want to create your sub account with Paystack API, Subaccount API. Alright, under this percentage charge, this means the amount, the main account, the percentage share of the main account. Okay, so I'm going to add 90. So this 90 is 90%. So the main account will have 90% of the money that's going to be paid, whereas the sub account, which I will be creating now, will get 10%. All right, so you save that. Remember, you can also add the currency. All right, you can also add the currency here. I think that's if you want to receive the amount in USD. Add the currency, then give the value of what? USD. So next thing up we're going to do here is just to get our secret key from our Paystack Dashboard. Alright, when you go to settings, go to API keys, then show and copy your secret key. Very, very simple. Then you paste it over here and save that. Alright, so I'm going to be running this code right now. I'm going to head over to our browser now. Enter your email address here, then push the button pay. Alright, as you can see, the status is true, message sub account created. Okay, we have done that, account name and all that. So what we'll be needing here most especially is the sub account code, which is this. That is what we need. So to verify whether we created it successfully, I'm going to refresh this now. See, it was successful. All right, as you can see, it was successful. It was successfully created. So this is sub account code, which we have here. Okay, and this is the split percentage. Just like I told you, the main account gets 90%, whereas the sub account will get what? 10%. Total will be 100%. It shouldn't exceed that. Okay, so we have done that. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to head back here, and second step is what? To initialize our payment. Right, to do that, we're going to copy this code right here. Okay, copy that, head over here, and then erase this. We no longer need this code. Okay, remember, what we needed it to do is just to create our sub account and get our sub account code. So we're going to paste this right here, then make some changes here. So the changes we're making here is to be adding our email address. We already have the variable, which is what? Emails. Okay, so that to pick it up from here. Then our amount will be what do we have? We have what? 40,000 naira. Okay, so I'm going to add 40,000, then add extra 2 zeros. Okay, so that it will be in Kobo. If you are making use of USD currency too, you still leave your value in what? In cents. Okay, then what we're going to be adding here is the sub account code. All right, so which is this? We can get it from here. It's the same thing, it's still the same. So we're going to add our sub account code here and paste it that. All right, next thing we're going to add is our secret key, secret test key, then paste it right there and save that. So next thing up we're going to do here is to comment this. So when we head over, let me see the response we are going to get once we initialize the payment. So this will be our response. Okay, this is the authorization URL. All right, so we're going to be fetching that. So define a variable, call it initialize data. Okay, then use the function JSON_decode result. So this result that's been passed here is gotten from here. All right, so we can be able to decode that, so we can be able to access the data as an object property. All right, so now to fetch the initialize URL, initialization_URL variable, to fetch that we're going to pass through the initialize data. Then when we head back, after that we pass through the data and then authorization URL. Okay, so pass through the data, then authorization _URL. All right, remember the spelling has to be correct, so you need to be careful while doing that. So next thing up here now is to make use of an if statement. If pass the variable result, that if the condition is true, then we're going to add our header function, then location, then we're going to pass our initialize URL. All right, okay, that's looking good. So I think that is good now. So there's other information we can also add here if you choose to. All right, so you can also add a flat fee here. All right, in this sub account initialization, you can add a flat fee. That's that if you want, like the amount the sub account that is being created will receive. You can add that there. Okay, there are other things you can add as well. The bearer of the Paystack transaction fee. All right, so for this tutorial I'm going to add that. So that means the transaction fee will be charged from where? From the sub account. Okay, from the sub account being created, the main account will be charged for the fee. All right, so we have added that and we're going to save that. Let's look if there's any other thing. So there's not much thing to do here again. All right, so now I'm going to talk about the webhook URL, but before then let me try out the code and make the payments. So I'm going to refresh that. Sorry, there's an error here on line 132, end of file. Okay, we need to add this curly bracket that is being opened here. We need to add it down. Let's save that. Refresh that again. Alright, it's looking good now. So we're going to make our payment now. Add the email address, then click on pay. As you can see, we are being redirected to what? The initialization URL. Alright, so pick any of these. This is the amount you're going to be making the payment. Then click on pay. You see our payment was what? Successful. So I'm going to call that. So I'm going to head over to my Paystack Dashboard, go to my transactions. So I'm going to check if we received any payments. As you can see here, the payment was successful. Look at the amount we received here, 40,000 naira. So we're going to open that. Now look at it, your account. So as you can see, the main account got how much? 36,000 naira. Whereas the sub account which you created, Comfort and Henry Ojimba, got how much? 3,300 naira. Then the fees which was charged by Paystack is 700. Alright, so the bearer of the charge is what? The sub account being created. That is what we added here. Alright, okay, that is all about split payments. Alright, so should in case you want to add value to your database, okay, you can make use of webhook URL. Remember, you are going to add that when you go over to the API and webhooks under settings. Okay, click on this. Alright, webhook URL doesn't you cannot receive events, okay, from localhost to your localhost server, okay, as explained here. You cannot receive that. Alright, so in order to receive events, if you copy out this code, this is where I got the code, which is what we have here. So when we decode this, look at the values we are going to be getting. Alright, so the event that is being charged when a payment is made, usually if it's not a subscription payment, is what? Charge.sussex. Alright, so when you scroll down, you can see different event that's been sent by Paystack. Alright, so the transaction is this, which we have here. In order to get the status, we need to pass through the data, then status, okay, as we have here. Reference, the same thing, pass to what? Data, then reference. Okay, remember you need to go through the events and use JSON underscore the clone function in order to access it as an object property. Right, so you can, there's many values which you can get from here, even the customer details as well. When you scroll down, you're going to get that. Okay, look at the customer details. In order to get the word amount, you do the same. Customer details, first name, last name, you get that. Pass through what? Events, data, then customer, first name, last name. Alright, then see, this is where we concatenated that. Alright, in order to get the full name, we pass the both variables, first name and last name, okay, via concatenation. Then pay that, you get that as well. Then customer email, you can get the email from under customer, okay, objects. Pass through the customer, then the email. Remember, all these are under what? Data. Okay, so after that, then you check the event. In order to get the event, look at the variable I have here, then hatch event, which is this. Okay, then the event. So we got that from here. So look at the event, the string being passed is what? Charge.sussex. So that's what we checked here. Okay, we checked it. If the string passed is charge.sussex, then the rest of this code will run. Then we'll insert the values we have here to our database. Alright, so this is my database here. I'm going to show you my database once I log in here. So I want to show you that. So this is the database under Paystack underscore payments. Okay, that's the database name as we have here. Alright, so when you open that, this is what I have in my table, database table of customer underscore details. This is the values here. Alright, So that is what we have to enter these values here. Okay, so now if you head over to your developer, Paystack developer account under here, so in order to make use of this webhook URL, you need to add your website URL, right? For example, https www. your website name.com / the directory where this file is, the way this webhook.php. If it's in a folder, you add the folder, then the file. But if it's not, you add it. You just add it to webhook.php. All right. Sorry. Webhook.here. Then click on save. Very, very simple. All right. So that is just that. Okay guys, if you got value from this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for supporting this channel, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to ask your questions as well. All right, bye bye.